Now, I want to tell you that they have an essence of my capacity. They do not have guns. I am not a militia. I'm not trying to overthrow the government of Kenya.
But yet you say they're threatened by you.
Yes, because I've gone after the money.
And talk about Thursday, the Nane Nane protests. So tell us what that was about, because you drove to the streets, you were part of the protests, you supplied water and perhaps other supplies to the protesters, and then somehow this all ends up at your home. So I'd like to get an understanding of where you stand with the protests. Do you support the Gen Z-led?
101%. 101%. I support them. I support what they are doing. I think along the way, if you go through some of my clips from September, October last year, I've been saying it's going to happen. It was bound to happen because Kenyans are in pain. I support them 100%. It's in the Constitution. It's their democratic right. And yes, I have supported them financially. I gave them money when they were in bond. I have supported the supply of flags and water and all those things. Why not? I'm sure I'm not the only Kenyan who did it, right? Because it's not against the law, right? I don't think they asked for any other support. I think people are looking for ghosts here. And yes, I appeared on Thursday. We got there about 3:30. We found the streets very empty. We found a small crowd on Kimathi Street that were being tear gassed, that had been held by police. And they embraced us. We went into the crowd, but it was no longer than 5-10 minutes and we were being tear gassed out of town. In fact, it's the same group that ushered me into my cars and said, please, please go. These guys are going to be wild here.
And then a car chase ensues after that?
And a car chase, a vicious car chase, all the way to Muthaiga. We locked the gate, and that's when the siege began. And that siege, you know, the last time when we had such an incident in 2017, it was civil. The police came in, they asked for me. We said, what for? They couldn't say. They said something about some investigation of some guns found in Malindi in my residence. And they want to see me. And we said, summons. They said, no. They surrounded the place a whole Monday. Tuesday, they broke in with a court order. This time, they surrounded the home by 5 o'clock, 5:30. And by 7, without a court order, they broke into the home and terrorized my family. What happened that night until 4 a.m. was pure thuggery. It was theft. It was assault on my family. They beat up my children. That is what happened. Now, you tell me how that is not personal. You know, in life, we like to say, men fight out there, even in war. We fight out there. And we do not cross the line of personal. You don't come to somebody's family. And the yardage of thumb is this, that if you come to somebody's family, you are inviting a war on your own family. William Ruto came to assault my family. He can pretend all he wants in church, as my wife says, that he's a Christian. But what his policemen did, because he cannot feign ignorance of the fact that they were in my home. I know he knows. I knew he was even being informed. They came to wreak havoc and assault my family. It was armed robbery. It was assault. They have broken nearly everything you can think of in that home. We have no lights. We are struggling to put them back. They destroyed, they stole money, they stole jewelry. They even stole from my staff, from their wallets. This was an assault. It had nothing to do with the law, looking for Jimi. It was to do the maximum damage they could to my home and to my family.
All right. And A day or so later, then we saw the acting Inspector General of Police, Masengeli, asking you to present yourself to the nearest police station, and they were talking about the reason they wanted to speak with you and have a discussion with you, which was regarding the protests and your role in those on Nane Nane. Why did you not present yourself at this point? I
think I saw the clip. And I remember him saying that he wants us to answer to some tear gas canisters that have been found in a car outside my home. Those tear gas canisters have suddenly now become grenades in court, right? So we have been very clear. If he wants us, we are prepared to accept a summons. Which police station? Who do we report to? He has not told us. So we went to court so that they do not arrest me, so that they do not come to my home anymore, because even from that day, they had not quite stopped. They are hovering around outside. So we went to court to stop that. Now, I'm here. If they want me, come and give me a summons right here. They know my lawyers. They've been appearing in court. Tell us which police station we are to attend and who we are to see. We will go. But you are not going to announce to the nation on a microphone, right? We want him because we found tear gas canisters. And then by Monday, you're saying they're grenades. I mean, this is a big joke. They didn't come there for any law. He was not talking any law.
So this, of course, was all to do with the protests. That's where at least this began with that. And you said you support the demos and the protesters. You 101%. Said you funded them. So what is your end game? Because they have said what they want, and they have gone as far as calling for the removal of the president. Do you agree with that?
Ruto must go is a clarion call even in my heart. He must go. William Samoei Ruto cannot solve problems that he has helped create. He cannot. God will never even bless him with that. If you had the brain, you'd never have created them in the first place. He has created such problems in this country to do with money, to do with the economy of this nation. And I can tell you he's compounding it. He cannot solve it. He's part of the last wreck that has happened in the previous regime, and he's creating even more mess now. He cannot solve it. Every day William Ruto is in power, I want Kenyans to know, it is more and more pain. He has no solution to this.